Before we begin this experiment, it is necessary to know the definitions of stock solution and dilution. A stock solution is a concentrated solution used to make solutions of lesser concentrations, and a dilution is the process of creating lesser concentrated solutions from the stock solution. We can determine the concentration of the dilution with the formula C1 times V1 equals C2 times V2. C1 is the concentration of the stock solution, and V1 is the volume of the stock solution, while V2 is the volume of the dilution we created by adding a solvent, and C2 can be found by dividing C1 and V1 by V2. C2 is the new concentration of the dilution. When we begin this experiment, we want to transfer the stock solution from the stock container into a beaker for pipetting. Before using the pipette, we need to rinse it 3 times with water and then 3 times with the solution to rinse out any water. Make sure to squeeze the bulb before placing it on the pipette. First, we draw the sugar solution into the pipette and measure it to 1 degree of uncertainty. We record this as the initial volume.
That's 4.67.
You then release some of the sugar solution into the volumetric flask and record the amount left over in the pipette as the final volume.
1.78. It's right on it actually. So that's right.
When adding a liquid to a pipette, a curved surface at the top of the liquid will occur. This is called the meniscus. The meniscus occurs due to surface tension. When the particles of a liquid are more strongly attached to the container than to each other, this causes the liquid to climb the walls of the container. When determining the volume, it is important to read the volume at the bottom of the meniscus and hold the pipette at eye level. Make sure to record the volume to 1 degree of uncertainty. On the pipette shown here, we would read the volume as 7.48 milliliters. After adding the stock solution, we then need to add a solvent to dilute it. Once it reaches the graduation mark, then we can stop adding the solvent. So yeah, it's about at the line. We now have everything needed to find the concentration of the dilution. The stock solution we used was 20% sugar, so C1 will be 20. The volume delivered from the pipette, which is found by subtracting the initial volume from the final volume, will be V1. And the volume of the volumetric flask when it is at the mark is 25 milliliters, which will be V2. Then we just simply multiply C1 times V1 and then divide that number by 25, which is V2. This final number will be C2, the concentration of our dilution.